Ho ho buddies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth and today we're playing Paranormasight and we've got Plum Bob Pancakes here again.
Hello. Last time, when we first started playing this a few days ago, you introduced me by my full government name, which was
your
weird.
Legal name.
But, and you know, I'm trying to get to my 8th subscriber on YouTube, and how am I going to do that if you don't use my YouTube name?
Yeah.
Which is Plum Bob Pancakes. And over on that channel, you can join the other 7 subscribers in watching the 2 videos I've got. So get to it.
Yeah, get to enjoying that. So what happened last time?
Last time they stood by this river and talked about murders, all the murders.
Yeah, we learnt that Haraway
and he followed
has...
some people to see who was curse bearers.
That's
and
true.
that the river is connected to the afterlife and there's loads of dead bodies in it.
Yeah.
And she was kind of suspicious about it, as if like she chops up people too.
Yeah.
I don't know, she's sort of weird, but she's quite traumatized because of her whole dead kid thing.
Yeah, and she was talking about how when she was in school, her classmate
That's
was
a murder.
chopped up. And let's go.
Also, if you just started watching now,
now,
go back and watch the beginning.
Yeah, watch the beginning, please.
Unless this is someone
We're
on
begging you
Twitch,
to watch
then
the
that's
beginning.
okay.
Yeah, that's okay. If you're on Twitch, stay around. What are you doing?
Don't leave. Or at least that's how it seems to me. Well, was that interesting?
It was certainly something. Well, I can see why you don't have any good memories of this river. With all that darkness lurking beneath the surface, there's no reason that you would. Still, if I may, Mum, I'm surprised you know so much about the Najima murders.
But how could I not? After all, I was the one
Who killed her?
who found the hand.
Oh.
He said that at the beginning. She said, I found a hand in the river. Why is he shocked?
He's just reminded, like, with all the text that happened between that, like, you can easily forget.
She said the hand was floating there amongst the cats and dogs and rats.
Well, actually,
that were all dead.
She said that I remember being here and it was all like this, and then she said one day a hand was there, and I think
Well,
she
I
wasn't
assumed it was her
explicit.
that
I
found
assumed
it.
as well, but I think that
He's not the best detective
no,
ever then.
clearly not. But
Great.
yeah, I think that's
The
right.
police actually wrote me a thank you letter. They said it was only thanks to me that they managed to bring Najima to justice. That was the only time my father ever said he was proud of me.
Well, that's depressing. Huh. I guess it just wasn't the killer's day.
Sometimes I wonder if he resents me for it. The killer or her father? Have a little think. Do we still want fritters? Yes.
I need some fritters.
Oh God, more river talk. The Samuda River.
Seems like the first thing.
I have nothing but awful memories of it. I feel like it's done now.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we can stare at? Can you not go higher?
Oh, that's the sky.
Yeah, I know. I was just checking.
Surroundings is ticked off. I guess we can talk
Yeah,
again.
just talk to this fella. My
Hello,
one
little
true
fella.
love. Is something wrong?
I think I've just been traumatized. Not really, it just struck me it's been 20 years since the Najima murders.
So it has.
Not to spook you or anything, but I thought you might be interested in knowing. Life in prison doesn't always mean life. There's precedent for first-time offenders being allowed out on parole after 20 years. Only if they're found to show remorse and the desire to reform themselves, of course.
That's right. I'm impressed you know so much. He used to be a policeman.
Yeah, of course he'd know that.
Still, it's hard for someone with a criminal record to reintegrate into society.
I hear they've been trying to fix that recently. Matching inmates with jobs and occupation. No accommodation.
Oh, really? Well, I don't believe in rehabilitation.
They keep an eye on them, of course.
More
and
and
make
more
them
she
report...
seems like a wrong 'un.
Yeah, I think so. And make them report in for regular checkups. But to avoid discrimination, they keep the inmates' records a secret for everyone but their employers. They even give particular notorious criminals new identities, so they won't be recognised in the workplace.
My. The way you put it, it's like you're saying Fumichika Najima could be out on parole right now.
He could be that lamppost in the distance.
What person in the distance?
That lamppost in the distance, you know.
Back in society under a new name, with nobody any the wiser.
It's possible. As it happens, a little birdie told me about a big name making parole a few months back. I don't know if that was Najima, but our discussion just now did bring it to mind.
I see. How unsettling. Now that you mention it, I just remembered something too.
What was it?
I was passing Komagata High School a little while ago when I saw someone. A janitor, I think. And I could have sworn he reminded me. They wouldn't let him work in a school.
No, surely not.
Of Fumichika Najima.
I was wondering whether that was Shogo.
Maybe.
Oh?
He looked a little different after 20 years. Well, no, because he'd have to be like 40 now. At least. Much thinner than I remember too.
Why would
I
you think
told
it was
myself
the same
I was
person?
just seeing things.
Like, he looks entirely different from the picture.
Well, we can't see his face.
No, but we can see his hair.
Yeah, but you can have a haircut, you know.
Like, it looks like Shogo from the back.
Yeah, but look, we can have haircuts. He does look really funny.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe he'll turn around and we'll see his face and he's got no neck. But perhaps they made a man who brutally murdered a schoolgirl a janitor at the same school.
I mean, it was the 70s. And how would she know that it was a janitor? It's not like
That's a common janitor uniform.
what he was wearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what next?
The big question now is what the rest of the curse bearers are up to. Luckily, the Sumida River is a good distance from any of the 7 mysteries. It's unlikely the other curse bearers will come all the way here. I can finally have a moment to think.
We did come here, didn't we?
We came to near a bridge, yeah?
We went to a couple of bridges. I see. All right. Suspend.
Okay.
Should we save it first?
No, I think that it'll allow us to come back to
but
this anyway.
Just save.
I'll save it if you like. Let's save.
I'm a person who does savings.
I think it's literally just auto-saved.
Whatever. Fine, leave it.
No, I mean, it's important.
Why did you pick that instead of slot 1?
Well, that's the one I saved before. Suspend.
Oh,
You're suspended.
disbelief.
You cannot currently progress any further. Once your situation has changed, select resume to try again.
Okay.
What? Okay.
So now we'll go and be the policeman.
Right, so we can't... yeah, okay. Oh.
So do you want to be the schoolgirl? Or the policeman?
I'd like to be the policeman.
Okay.
Is that alright?
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to being the policeman?
No, I meant which one do you want to do next?
Oh, I see. I
don't
want to
care
do the
about
policeman.
voicing. You do all the voices and I'll just say things. Just random things that aren't even relevant.
Well, you can say this for now.
Tetsuo Tatsumi, Chief Inspector.
Susumi.
Tetsuo...
I think the T's are silent.
Oh.
On that second one. I think so.
Etsuo...
No. You do that on purpose. On the second name. Tetsuo Susumi, I think.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Tetsuo Susumi. How do you know which one's a silent and which one?
I think it's
not?
similar to a name I've seen in Danganronpa.
Oh, okay. Chief Inspector of the Metropolitan Police Department, 1st Investigative Division, is investigating the mysterious death of a fellow officer. He visits the scene of the incident, the former Yasuda Gardens, with his subordinate June Erio.
Let's go.
You're going to be the main guy.
Okay.
The old guy, the gruff old guy. He's like, yeah, what do you want?
What do you want?
I'm going to fuck you up.
Yeah, what's going on over
I got
here,
a gun.
You little
And I'm going
boys
to shoot
having fun?
everyone. And I'll be him.
Yeah.
Hey, boss. Forensics is all done. The crime scene is clean.
Oh, you're going to regret that in about 5 minutes.
The other officers have all gone home. It's just us now. The park should be able to open back up tomorrow like nothing ever happened.
Cool. I don't have any dialogue. Oh, there we go.
I doubt we'll get many visitors after everything that's happened.
Nothing ever happened.
He's such an egg. Look at him.
You'd be surprised.
Oops.
Lots of people love that kind of thing. I bet they'll be lining up to get in. Occult stuff is really popular right now. Did you not know that, boss?
Sounds stupid.
Well, it's not exactly rooted in science, but if ghosts really did exist, we could just ask them who the purpose.
Somehow I doubt it'd be that simple.
Oh, but you know, I heard the high school girls are really into this spirit board thing these days. Supposedly, you can call on spirits and talk to them by using a board with letters on it. Wouldn't that be something?
You can try it out yourself if you're so interested.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Let's give it a go sometime, boss.
Who paired these two together?
What now? Stop messing around. You really think we're going to solve this case by moving a coin across a scrap of paper?
How did you know how it worked? Sounds like you know all about it. We gotta be open-minded. What if that's how the police work is gonna be from now on?
Don't make me laugh.
Oh, I wish you would.
Just once?
There we go. So in Japan, they do it with a coin and a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Interesting. They don't have a goodbye.
So they stay there forever.
How'd you log out?
This? Yeah, you need a log out button.
Do you need a little square in the little cross in the corner?
Listen up, Ario.
Ooh.
Don't give me that kissy face. You can't go blaming the death of your buddy on something like the occult.
There we go.
I don't care if it was ghosts or the occult or what. Whoever or whatever it was that did this. I'll get them, I promise you that. Why is he becoming southern?
I don't know, but I like it.
Well, you got the right attitude, but we don't even know if this is a murder yet. Biases weaken our judgment. Get too fixated on one thing and you stop seeing everything else.
Aye, aye, boss. So, now that we've finished investigating the scene, let's review what we know.
Now, it's getting late. I figured we'd head straight home from here.
The dogs have both gathered around me and they're just sat staring at me. They
wonder
love
why.
Ario's voice. Have you seen them?
Yeah.
Come on! We've only got to go over all the info we've gathered. And what better place to do that than here at the scene of the crime, where we can soak up the atmosphere.
Soak up the atmosphere? The hell is there to soak up? You must be really into this occult stuff if you get off on being in a place like this.
Huh, wait, you mean being somewhere like this doesn't get your blood pumping? No way.
No. Don't turn this around on me. I'm not the weird one here, cripes. Ugh, fine.
In shock you are.
Let's get this over with.
Aye, aye, boss.
Alright. Surroundings.
Hello, Hagrid. Have you come up to investigate the voice?
Investigate the crime.
Ooh. Did you like this? Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
I was just looking at the dog. The former Yasuda Gardens here in Yokomiyo. Hang on. I really hate that I can't do any of the names of
Yokohama Yachomi.
Ichomi were originally built as part of the daimyo's estate back in the Edo period.
I'm pretty sure that I butchered it as well, but I just I think that a lot of the Japanese names, you kind of read them phonetically. So just whatever it looks like it is, it is. Do you know what I mean? There's not many instances of...
Apart from the ones with silent T's.
Well, that's true. I might be wrong with that. But if I can't actually pronounce it, I'll take a T out.
Hello, all the Japanese people in the audience. Can you...
let us know if we're wrong.
Let us know how to pronounce things. Thank you. The park became city property a number of years ago and underwent extensive renovations. There's not a soul around at this time of night. Quiet doesn't even begin to describe it.
I hate that I'm working with Mickey fucking Mouse.
You hate what?
That I'm working with Mickey Mouse. Scene.
Scene. This is where the victim was found. It's clean now. It almost feels like nothing happened at all. But once an incident like this has come to pass, there's no going back. Not that knowing that is any consolation.
Let's have a little think.
I've got a bad feeling about this case, and my gut is rarely wrong. I knew this would be a treacherous case from the moment we were dragged into it.
Alright. So... Nothing. Oh, pond, here we go. New.
This pond, they say, used to flow into the Sumida River. But the river became so polluted that they cut it off.
So, how bad is Japan's pollution epidemic?
I don't know, but as we know, nobody cares about pollution.
Junario, a detective in the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, 1st Investigative Division. His rank is a sergeant. This is his first time leading a case. It's like he's graduated from a rookie to a newbie. He looks put together on the outside, but acts like a kid most of the time, honestly. The force could use more people like him.
It's a little word with you, mate. About the case? About Susumi? About the case. Which one was Susumi?
Who's Satsumi?
Is that who he is?
No, I'm... Gioniro, Ario, whatever.
Persons of interest.
You're Satsumi, aren't you?
Yeah, that's me. So I can just talk about myself. Let's talk about myself.
No, just do the case.
Alright.
So, early in the morning yesterday,
There was a very brutal murder.
a staff member found the victim collapsed here in the park, and then they called the police when they realized he was dead. While there were no obvious external wounds, the fact that he was a police officer and the evidence of a struggle means it's likely that this was a murder. The Sumida office sent it over to us since it involved the death of an officer and we were tasked with the investigation. Remember? What we need to do is figure out what happened because we are investigative police. Remember? Do you have like memory issues?
It seems like it.
I think that about sums things up.
I'm a lead in this investigation. Alright, let's have a little think about that.
I've got a bad feeling about this case, and my gut is really wrong.
Seems like Chief's got boss has got a bad feeling.
Okay. The victim or the
We
case
still
again?
haven't finished the case. But, boss,
Yeah?
Is this case really important enough to assign to someone from the investigation division? I mean, a friend of mine died, so it's important to me, but...
It's all up to higher-ups. I'm sure they've got their reasons.
Boss, you know something, don't you?
It'll all become clear in time. Try not to worry about it too much.
Thinking about it.
Thinking about it, like if it just ended there.
The only thing we know for sure is the identity of the victim. That means there must have been something special about him, right? Maybe he knew something he wasn't supposed to. Ooh, some kind of secret or something? Isn't that right, boss?
You're pretty sharp sometimes, you know that? If you've picked up on that, you should be able to put the rest together yourself.
Let's do it. And more about the case.
Well, it is our duty to get to the bottom of a suspicious death, especially one involving an officer.
Alright, you done? Yes, okay. About the victim.
The victim...
Oh,
Hajime Yoshimi?
have we had his name before?
No, I don't
is
think so.
Hajime Yoshimi of the
I think it goes yellow when we know it, does it?
Oh, maybe. I've not noticed. It is different
of the
colours.
Juvenile
Sometimes
Division
yellow.
of the Samina City Community Safety Bureau.
Jeez.
27 years old, single, and ready to mingle. He mostly dealt with cases involving juveniles and education.
The
Ooh.
purposely not alive moment by the
Yeah,
student.
By agency.
His rank was senior police officer. Meow.
You knew him well, didn't you? What was he like?
Yeah, we were in the academy together. We went out for drinks together every month or so. He could be a little rowdy, but he was like a big brother to us all. He was kind, and he cared about his friends. For better or worse, he wasn't the uptight type of cop. He always showed empathy, and I heard he was popular with the locals for it. He treated each and every troubled kid he met with compassion. He had a great track record when it came to rehabilitation.
Sounds like we lost a good one.
Yes, we did. We truly did. I knew being a cop was dangerous. I knew something like this could happen, but
It's never easy when it happens for real. I know the feeling.
he didn't seem to care much about climbing the ranks, but he was at the top of our class. Only problem was that he took on so much.
Sounds like me in a job interview.
He had the most unfinished paperwork, too. I always felt we'd need an unusual guy like him to help us solve all our unusual cases.
Okay. This is a lot of text.
He was once a rebellious gang member. Scroll down. A rebellious gang member himself. He turned his life around and became a police officer.
Good for him.
His appearance and demeanour suggested a man who was rough around the edges. He was passionate, loyal and caring. Looked up to stellar results, sloppy paperwork, less than formal attitude. He had a fiancée.
Oh,
There we go. Is that it?
yeah, that's everything.
Don't worry. You're plenty unusual yourself. With that high voice of yours.
Oh, sir, I do declare. Me, I was the most normal of my classmates. Besides, the real weirdo among us quit the academy a long time ago.
kissy kissy.
There was one even weirder than you.
Alright.
Do you want to think?
Well,
I've got a bad feeling about this case.
You should do it like I got a bad feeling.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yeah.
okay, we did it. Okay, about the victim again?
Yeah, boy.
So many things to do.
Hashimi was quite the bad boy at school, apparently. He ended up with the police a lot. He said the officer in charge was real good to him, helped him get back on track. The reason he wanted to become a cop was to pay his kindness forward. Said it was the first time he ever took his studies seriously.
These guys are truly polar opposites of each other, aren't they? The way
Only
we're
because
voicing
of the
them.
voices we're doing.
Yeah.
That's a good story. Love that kind of thing. Makes you want to have a drink in his honor.
Please, don't make fun of my dead friend.
Hey, I said in his honor. You should aspire to become the kind of cop people miss when they die in the field.
You say it like it's a sure thing I'll die. Besides, if I end up biting, I'm sure you'll be the one who misses me most, boss.
Um,
Come on, don't be like that. You'll hurt morale.
Who's morale?
well, I guess how much I'll miss you depends on how this investigation goes.
It'll go real swell. I can already see it. Ario, no. Why'd you have to go and get yourself killed?
I've no idea what's going on in that head of yours.
It's a sexy musical. That'll be a sight to see, and I can't wait.
You can't wait for your own death. Get it together, kid. Sheesh. You really are something.
Thank you.
Alright. Oh my god.
What about the victim's family?
The Yoshima family is from Kitsujio in Adachi City, but
Nailed it.
Hashimi's parents died a long time ago. He lived there all alone, no siblings or anything. I went to his house a few times for drinks. I was surprised. It's this huge old place. Like, you know, the kind of place that seems super haunted.
And he lived there alone?
It looked like the home of an old noble family. It was hard to imagine him being such a delinquent and all, living in a house like that.
There's that bias I was talking about. If he's from an old family, I'm sure things were complicated.
That's a bias too, boss. He never talked about any of that, even when we were drunk, so I don't know much about it. Oh, one more thing.
Yeah?
Hashimi was engaged. He'd been seeing his fiancée ever since they were in school, over 10 years. They just started talking about getting married. What was her name again? He showed me a picture once. She was a beautiful woman.
That's so. How terrible for her. But you may know if there'd been anything going on with him lately. We should speak to her.
Yeah, his fiancée may have been his only confidant. I sure hope she didn't accidentally kill him with a curse. I'm sure someone at the Sumida Police Department has already contacted her. I'll look into it tomorrow.
And stand here, assured myself like this. Alright. Oh my god.
Huh. Hey, boss! I I looked into the case that Hajime was running.
Oh, great. That's the kind of stuff I want to know. Not all that other crap. What was Hajime working on the day he died?
Well, according to his report from the day before, he had 2 cases involving juveniles.
Uh-huh.
The first was on purpose not being alive anymore in her own hands of a high school girl who jumped off a building in Kamizawa last week.
Ah, yeah, I did hear about that.
The girl's name was Michio Shirashi. She was a second-year student at Komagata High School. But it seems as though Hajime had contact with her even before this incident.
So she'd been troubled for some time.
That's the thing. About a month ago, he happened to see her walking around town. She looked upset, so he struck up a conversation with her. He was sure there was something bothering her, but she wouldn't tell him what.
Must have been trouble at home.
Ooh, that's what I thought too. It seems he visited her home and spoke to her parents, but they said there was no problem, so there was nothing else he could do. And now she's dead.
Then it's possible he could have prevented her suicide then. Or I mean, death by her own agency on purpose then.
He must have been devastated. And that's why he was looking into this Michio Shirashi again. He must have thought that something terrible had happened that drove her to do things with her own life. But ultimately, he never reported the findings of his investigation.
I see. And you're thinking that it may have had something to do with his death. We'll have to find out what it is Hajime discovered.
Right, let's check with the police department about that tomorrow too. Why are we even having this meeting at night?
Yeah.
We can't do anything.
Okay.
And what was the other case he was working on?
This one is also related to a Komagata High student. A troublemaker named Hitomi Okuda.
Ooh, who's that?
She seems to be the leader of a group of kids who get up to no good.
Juvenile delinquency. Fun.
She was pretty bad for a while. Multiple charges of destruction of property, assault, and battery.
What do the children do second year of high school? You're what, 12? I mean, maybe it's different in Japan.
You name it. Hajime had been working with her for about 6 months. She was finally starting to open up.
Like, working with her in what capacity? Like,
Counseling her?
right, okay.
Then he met with the girl the day he died.
Well, every school's got its problems. But I'm sure he'd be worried about how she'd get on without him.
Yes, tomorrow we'll check on her too. Right when she just finally found an adult she could trust. She might act out without someone to help her get through this.
We'll have to make sure that the Sumida Community Safety Bureau does their job. But
Huh?
we can't rule out the possibility that meeting with this delinquent girl had something to do with his death. Then we'll have to interview her too.
Ah, yes, you're right, boss. She may have been the last person to see him alive, after all. I'll ask Samita to introduce us tomorrow. Yay! Who knows if they'll actually let us talk with her, though.
High five! Oh, no, okay, never mind then.
That's what we hired you for. Lay a little boyish charm on them if they need convincing.
I am very charming. I'm sure they prefer me over a scary-looking old man like you, boss.
I feel like that's got to be deliberate, that little kissing thing. Like, that's just part of how they're doing it.
No, he's doing that thing
You think he's pouting?
No, yeah, he's pouting, but he's doing that thing, you know, when guys go like, and they hold their jaws.
Smouldering.
He's smouldering, yeah.
Watch it. I'm still your superior. You ought to act like you respect me, at least.
Oh, I thought I was.
You were. Shit. Is that just how your generation speaks? You really are a new breed.
It's probably just me, actually.
Well, don't think you can get away with that with other people.
So, anyways, boss,
Were you even listening?
we've got quite a bit to look into tomorrow. First, the 2 Kamigari High School cases that Hashimi was handling. And we need to speak with his fiancée as well. I believe that's it for tomorrow.
Okay. We've kind of done
Cause
this.
of death, acute heart failure.
Mm-hmm.
Signs of struggle. Body discovered by groundskeeper Willie.
Yeah.
Currently investigating the fiancé and the female students. Okay.
Yes, thank God.
Oh.
All right.
We know the cause of death already.
We do, yeah. Well, we're going to investigate these last 3. Maybe not this one. Next time on Borderline Games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching this episode of Paranormasight. And we'll see you next time.
Let us know down below who's your favourite character so far.
Yeah, based on the voices that we've given them.
And subscribe and share. Ring bells. What else do YouTubes
Ring bells,
do?
you comment, you like.
Subscribe and share.
Yeah, so you
And-
ring bells, you comment, you like.
Develop a parasocial relationship with us.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the usual.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, kids.
All
Love
right,
you.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Love you too. Bye-bye.